Isang mapayapang hapon, Pilipinas. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at nanonood sa RH-TV. Lalo na sa mga kasamahan nating alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Kilala sa mundo ang kakaibang talento ng mga Pilipino pagdating sa musika. Mula sa mga reality singing contests hanggang sa mga tanghalan sa Broadway at West End, ipinakita ng mga Pilipinong mga awit na hindi tayo nagpapahuli kahit saan, kahit kanino. Subalit, sa dami ng mga paligsahan na maaaring maging pambuelo ng mga nangangarap na maging bagong Lea Salonga o Regine Velasquez, iilan lamang ang mga kompetisyon na nagbibigay ng mga pagkakataon sa mga nais namang maging the next George Canseco o Ryan Cayabyab. Paano naman madidiskubre ang ating mga bagong sumisibol na songwriters? Yan ang magiging paksa natin sa hapong ito kasama ang mga kinatawan ng isang organisasyong may layuning itaguyod ang mga Filipino songwriters sa pamamagitan ng mga workshops, mall tours, concerts, at higit sa lahat, isang prestigyosong songwriting competition na pwedeng maging susi ng tagumpay para sa susunod na henerasyon ng mga kompositor. Kaya't huwag kayong aalis, kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan ang naghihintay sa ating lahat, kasama ang mga kinatawan ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation. Magbabalik ang Art to Art pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Ang Philippine Popular Music Festival ay isang biennial songwriting competition na unang inilunsad ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation noong 2012. Bukas sa mga orihinal at hindi pa nailathalang mga awitin, layunin ng PhilPop na suportahan ang mga Filipino songwriters hindi lamang sa paggawa ng bagong komposisyon kundi para din magbigay daan sa pagtuklas ng mga bagong genre o estilo sa pagkatha ng pop music at magtaguyod ng mga bagong usbong na mga awit at kompositor. Kabilang sa mga board members ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation ng mga premyadong kompositor at mga awit na sina national artist Ryan Cayabyab, Noel Cabangon at Ogie Alcacid na siya ring nagsisilbing modelo at inspirasyon para sa mga bagong sibol na songwriters na lumalahok. Hindi lamang sa kompetisyon, kundi pati na rin sa PhilPop Songwriting Bootcamp na ginaganap sa iba't ibang dako ng Pilipinas. Isang mainit na pagbati ang hatid ng Art to Art sa mga kinatawan ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation.
Kasama po natin ang mga kinatawan ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation, Program and Marketing Manager Gab Cabangon. 2014 winner na ngayon ay isa ng coach. Okay, and Jungee Marcelo?
Yes.
Yes. 2018 PhilPop winner, Jek Buenafe. Okay, I got that right?
Yes.
Yes. Magandang hapon sa inyo and welcome to Art to Art.
Thank you for having us po.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Saan nanggaling ang inspirasyon para mabuo ang PhilPop Music Festival?
I think it was really yung sina Mr. C, they really wanted to have this songwriting contest wherein we highlight the artistry, the skills of aspiring songwriters. And that's why nabuo po yung PhilPop because we do believe na music, it's really a good reflection of yung the Filipino identity. And ang mga Pinoy po mahilig talaga po sa musika. So it's been happening for 7 years.
Wow, 7 years na.
7 years na po. And marami na pong sumasali and marami rin pong mga musikero na mga songwriters rather na sumali na they made a name for themselves after joining PhilPop.
Gab, you mentioned Mr. C. I mean, national artist Ryan Cayabyab. Actually, he was in our Art to Art anniversary, 12th anniversary episode a few weeks ago, and nabanggit nga niya na mentoring is his main parang passion actually. So yung PhilPop Music Festival was his way of being able to mentor
Yes,
the
po.
future songwriters. Kasi marami din siya talagang natutunan in songwriting being mentored himself, no?
Yes, po.
So can you tell us more about the learning opportunities that you make available to promising songwriters in the PhilPop Festival?
Okay. Well, because last 2017, we had the PhilPop Boot Camp. So PhilPop Boot Camp, it's actually a series of intensive songwriting workshops. So sa mga workshops na to po, it's not just about yung how to write a song, but it's also about yung the proper way of doing it and writing it for various perspectives and various objectives. For example, it's not just about writing for inspiration, but kunwari yung for a contest, for example, and yung tinuturuan rin ng mga mechanics rin and mga tips, and syempre it's also an opportunity rin for aspiring songwriters to learn from the experiences of mga well-respected mga singers and songwriters po, like si Sir Jungee, for example, na ang dami ng experience when it comes to songwriting.
So Jungee, how do you write a song?
Well, I'll go teacher mode, lecture
Okay.
mode. Usually, it starts with a very strong concept. You know, either it's a lyrical concept. I mean,
Okay.
a title maybe. A love song na merong twist, or a melodic concept. I have this melody that I want this line to be prominent in my chorus, maybe, or in the verse. But you have to decide on which one first. So if you say
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg?
yeah, so
the music
pwede
or
naman. The lyrics.
the melody or the lyrics?
the lyrics, but sometimes kasi in the very rare times it's all at the same time.
At the same time.
At the very rare times, okay, maybe
Okay.
out of say 100 songs, 2. Okay, but most of the time, because I have a system kasi of doing this, kasi I have to deliver like jingles, theme music, or a song for an artist, teleserye theme song. I need to deliver in 2 days.
Okay,
So I have to come
under
up with
that
something.
kind of time pressure.
Yeah, you have to come up with one, at least one.
Okay.
A template. Let's say, I will mention this song. It's not my song, but I love the title. Sana dalawa ang puso ko. So let's say that's your concept. You know right away it's going to be a good song because it's about conflict and everything. So you just have to develop the lyrics. Once you have the lyrics done, you put the corresponding what you think melodically would fit the title. An R&B maybe, and a progression that goes cha cha then cha cha ta cha. So sana da 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 da. So, and I usually start with the chorus because that's the high. I mean, when you listen to a song, usually it's the chorus that you're really sing along to.
Okay.
And then you come up with that. Eventually, my
So you
best
don't save the best for last.
well,
Chorus muna.
That's actually the best part.
Talaga?
Yeah,
Oo.
because you can backtrack and write the verses to support the chorus. Kasi it's like
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Oo,
because if you shoot in the dark,
Okay.
I mean just like doing choreography, you know that there's a climax point in your
yes.
choreography. So
I mean, I'm often asked actually, what comes first, the steps or the music?
Yeah.
You know, sa choreography, and it's always the music first for me.
Oh, okay,
as a
yeah.
choreographer, kailangan nandun muna yung music. Tapos tsaka ko na naiisip yung steps. Pero
Yeah.
I mean, I'm curious kasi talaga,
Yeah.
how do you make a song?
Yeah, because sometimes in a jingle format, we do not write the lyrics. A copywriter, would come up with something, and we put the music into it. So we should be able to adjust as a songwriter.
Okay.
If you have the lyrics, I'll do the music for it.
Okay.
If you don't have the music, the lyrics, I can
Okay.
also.
Okay.
So it has to be adaptable. If at all possible, if you can do it both ways, better. Because it's easier to, the client would love you.
Okay.
Because it's easier to adjust. But for competitions, a totally
Yeah.
different animal. In
Okay.
competitions, you just really have to write what you think is best for your song.
Okay.
It's a long process, but in a nutshell, it's either you choose the lyrics or the music, then marry them.
I see.
Yeah.
Jack, do you agree?
Actually, my process is a bit different from Sir Jungee's. Ako kasi I prefer to start with the melody. Usually
I
with
mean, I'm sure iba-ibang songwriter,
Yes.
iba-ibang
Yes.
process, iba-ibang ano.
For me, I start with the piano chords. Actually, minsan dun ko naiisip pa lang yung concept.
Okay.
Based on how a particular piano movement sounds. Parang may isip, parang hindi to pwedeng masaya eh. Parang dapat malungkot. So ang concept is dapat malungkot. I usually begin that way. Pero yes, I actually start with the chorus din on most songs. For the same reason, because it's easier to build the verses if you have a main idea na in the chorus. So, yun lang yung iba. Pero although mostly similar.
Okay. I just can't help but noticing yung kamay mo medyo injured ka ngayon. Pero that did not come from songwriting.
It's what happens when a musician tries sports.
I see. Okay.
That's very true.
Okay, so balik tayo sa PhilPop Music Festival. It's a competition. It's a songwriting competition, correct? But there are two parts to it.
Two components.
Two components. The boot camp,
Yes.
I understand, and then the competition itself, right? So, ano ba ang basic requirements to join both the boot camp and the competition?
Okay. So for the boot camp, unang-una, kailangan po at least 16 years old. Number 2, Filipino. Number 3, has a basic knowledge when it comes to songwriting. Can either be an amateur songwriter, can also be a professional songwriter. We are open to everyone. And the applicant has to submit at least 2 original compositions.
Okay,
And,
at least 2.
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
sana po clean recording. Not necessarily yung studio quality. It just
Okay.
has to be clean. And
Yung wala yung tilaok ng manok sa background.
and-
Or tricycle.
Or tricycle, oo nga. Okay.
kailangan po
Or your mom knocking at your door. Kain na.
Or notification.
There you
ano?
go. There you go.
And here's a misconception about sa PhilPop. People think na kailangan either English or Tagalog yung entry mo for PhilPop. No. You can send your yung original composition mo in other languages. Like for example, I remember last year nung music festival po, one of the winners si Ferdinand Aragon. Yung kanyang entry was in Bisaya, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it won second place last year. So we are encouraging diversity in terms of yung mga entries. And since this is boot camp, kahit published song, okay lang naman because it's for boot camp. It's different though if it's the music festival.
Okay.
Because hindi pwedeng publish yung song. It
I
really has to
see.
be new.
Brand new.
Brand new.
And it's a brand new song na ginawa during the boot camp
Oh, no.
or after?
Siguro it's
I mean, how does it
important.
work? How does this work? Halimbawa,
Yeah.
ako ay isang amateur songwriter,
Yeah.
sabihin na natin, no? And I want to join the boot camp first and then ultimately join the competition.
We've actually had the products of the boot camp that won. He actually won grand prize. Chud Festejo
okay.
was a boot camper. But he auditioned that same song. Like he didn't intend to join. I mean to enter that song. But all of us coaches said, that's a very nice song. You might want to enter that song. So that's a product of a camper eventually joining
The
the
song.
music festival. But
Okay.
there are campers the other way around. They won first and then eventually joined the camp. So just to clarify, there are 2 components to this.
I see.
Separate components.
Okay.
You don't have to be one
And
to
the
join the other.
okay, I see.
So it's just
Yeah.
one happens alternately after the other year.
I see.
So this last year we had the competition. This year it's the boot camp.
It's the boot camp.
So
And
next year it's gonna be the
year,
competition.
naman. Okay.
Yeah. So just so that they are not confused
Yes.
in
Okay.
entering their songs.
I see. So that was the festival last year was last December.
Yes,
No?
that's where they
Oo.
won the competition. competition.
Okay. So how many winners were selected for the finals in the festival last year?
Festival last year, we for the finals top 10, the top 10
There were
songs.
10, okay.
But we did feature the top 30 songs. It's actually on Spotify, all
Yeah.
top 30 songs.
Yep.
And then from the top 10, the judges and yung with other prerequisites, napili po yung top 3. So kasama dun sina Jek, si Ferdy at si Chud. And then ang maganda actually sa kanila is that they're all products of the 2017 bootcamp.
Bootcamp.
All
Yeah.
of them.
Which
Jack,
is
what
really
was it like winning last year? Ano yung feeling?
Actually, by the time na in-announce yung winners, medyo
Tuliro ka
all
na?
happy na kasi just making it to the top 10 gets you parang contest perks like a music video, fully
Yeah.
Okay.
produced na yung song. So by the time na nag-finals night, it was just a wonderful experience for everyone.
Nice.
So nung in-announce, parang medyo bonus na lang talaga na blessing yun eh. Pero at the same time, masaya siya.
It must have been a really
Yes.
great Christmas gift, no?
Yes.
For you. Oo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good Christmas gift.
And the bootcamp this year, ano ang schedules? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure lahat ng listeners natin ay
Yeah.
interested. But before we do
Yoy,
that,
ganda
yes,
ng
okay.
bitin.
I saw the magic sign. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan tungkol sa PhilPop Music Fest Foundation. Dito pa rin sa Art to Art, magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art to Art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto, update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art to Art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa musika, inihahandog ng Czech Embassy ang concert ng Czech musician-composer na si Lucas Sommer sa May 6, alas 6 ng gabi sa National Museum of Natural History. Libre ang concert. Mag-RSVP lamang sa email address na czembmnl.paul@gmail.com. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon tungkol sa naturang gitarista, maaaring bumisita sa kanyang website www.lucassommer.eu. Sa sining biswal, inihahandog ng 1335 Mabini ang exhibit na pinamagatang City of Bawal, kung saan tampok ang mga obra nila Brisa Amir, Dato Arellano, Christopher Ardena, John Balquin, Leslie Ann Cao, Miggy Innumerable, Char Christoph, Celine Lee, Chris Mora, Indy Paredes, Mark Salvatus, Jel Suarez at Jose Tong. Nagbukas noong April 27 at makikita ito hanggang June 8. Tinatalakay sa exhibit ang maraming ipinagbabawal sa syudad tulad ng jaywalking, trespassing, littering, loitering, smoking, illegal vendors at iba pa. Ang 1335 Mabini ay matatagpuan sa Carivin Plaza, Chino Roses Avenue Extension, Makati City. Bilang pagdiriwang sa 2019 Earth Day, inihahandog ng Cultural Center of the Philippines ang outdoor installation na pinamagatang The Cry of the Dead sa front lawn ng institusyon na makikita hanggang May 17. Isa itong panibagong interpretasyon ng nauna ng obra na tinawag na Dead Whale na ipinakita sa Cavite noong May 2017. Ang bagong obra ay nagpapakita ng patay na balyena, pati na ng sanggol sa loob nito na pumanaw dahil sa plastic pollution. Ito ay naglalayong magsimula ng usapan tungkol sa pangangalaga sa kapaligiran. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa Visual Arts and Museum Division, Production and Exhibition Department 832-1125 Local 1504 or 832-3702 o mag-email ccp.exhibits@gmail.com o bumisita sa website culturalcenter.gov.ph.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art to Art.
Kasama pa rin natin ang mga kinatawan ng PhilPop Music Fest Foundation, Program and Marketing Manager Gab Cabangon, Coach Jungee Marcelo, and 2018 PhilPop winner Jek Buenafe. Okay, so we were talking about the boot camp
Yeah.
this year? Ano ang schedule of activities? Paano sasali? Lalo na yung mga hindi pa nakakasali sa inyong festival and boot camp. Okay.
So, unfortunately, sarado na yung application for the boot camp in Batangas.
Okay.
That's on May 27 to May 30. We just finished accepting all the applicants last April 30. So, it will undergo a screening process. Lahat ng mga original songs na sinubmit for that boot camp. But there are other boot camp activities as well.
Okay.
So like for example, on July 22 to 25, meron po kami sa Dagupan, Lingayen. So that's available for those in Metro Manila at saka sa Northern Luzon. And then on September 23 to 26 sa Bacolod, Iloilo. So sa mga taga Visayas. And then, ang last namin for the year is November 18 to 22 sa Davao for Mindanao. So, as you can see po, what we're trying to do here is we are trying to diversify
Yes, oo.
yung reach ng
yeah.
PhilPop Bootcamp.
Okay. Walang boot camp sa Manila?
Sa Manila, it will be more of mga mini bootcamp series.
I
So,
see.
we will be reaching out sa mga schools. So, like, a few months ago, we reached out to UP and we had a small mini bootcamp session na kung saan ang star si Sir Jungee at si Jek.
Okay.
And,
Kasi wala kayong ma-invite na iba. Kaya hindi sila available, kaya kami lang.
but ako personally, when I was there, I saw that the students really had a great time and they did learn a lot.
Okay.
And they appreciated what they were able to share.
And kahit na sino ba pwedeng sumali sa bootcamp or kailangan talaga meron ng finished original song to give as an entry? Or pwede lang mag-apply?
They can try.
Is there a
They can try.
cost?
Yeah.
Is there a cost to
Wala
joining the
naman.
bootcamp? Wala naman.
In fact, we will treat them to
Yeah.
4 days of high-end resort type
Wow!
accommodation.
Okay,
Yes,
wow.
20.
Paano ba
And-
pwedeng
yeah.
sumali sa bootcamp? Okay.
And to be mentored by the
Yes.
country's top industry practitioners. Yeah, but it's we've had campers who had half songs. Dalawa kanta pero hindi fully tapos.
I see.
What we're looking for practically and primarily are those who have very good potentials because it's a camp. Hindi
Yes.
naman, kung made ka na, baka hindi pa ka pa namin piliin kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng camp. We really want to, and that's the advocacy of Mr. C, to really develop the next generation hitmakers, songwriters.
Okay.
Actually, whenever I talk about PhilPop Bootcamp, I always talk about how it's about enriching the music as an art and enriching fellow songwriters in terms of expanding yung skills, knowledge, and at the same time yung network of connections. Kasi I think one of the biggest strengths of the music industry is that it's also a community in a sense na yung mga musicians rin are helping each other to grow and to become better artists.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, with that kind of like offers, no? And the bootcamp, actually, kahit registration fee, wala?
Wala.
Wow. So, are you privately funded or, ano,
Well, we
ano
get
ang mga
support.
financial, well, I'm sure considerations, meron ba kayong natatanggap na tulong mula sa mga ahensya ng pamahalaan, tulad ng NCCA?
Well, yes, we do
Yeah.
get support from both the private sector and the public sector.
Yeah.
And with regard to the application, yes, it's free, pero yung top 20 lang yung parang full scholar na PhilPop Bootcamp fellows. And then the remaining 10, sila yung paying
They
fellow.
pay. If you really want to bypass the audition and you have
Okay.
the money naman, I mean, I suggest if you really have the money, wag ka na mag-audition.
Okay.
It's a pretty hefty amount actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all.
talaga?
Yeah, because 4 days of accommodation.
Oo nga naman.
So but it's worth it. We've had campers who yung friend nila made it in the audition. Sumama sila ng as paying. Yeah. So hindi mo kailangan mag-audition. Somehow, gusto rin malaman nila yata. They will go through and see if you really write songs. If you just paid, and sayang naman yung binayad mo. Yung pala, cooking pala ang talent mo. Diba? You know, pero ang ganda nung advocacy kasi, we're actually opening it up to the ones who are afraid or scared of audition. Pwede din naman, pero 10 lang ano.
Yeah,
10 lang ang
yung-
slot for that. So,
Okay.
but the other 20, usually we get how many? Mga around 100 auditionees.
Yeah.
Yung live sa
We
yung
screen
online.
like siguro, I think a year, yung 2017, there were around like 100 entries. So
Yeah.
it's like
Then trim
100
it down.
songs. So we, the adjudicators had to choose yung top 20 na magiging scholars. Then ano rin dun sa paying so marami rin talagang gustong sumali. Yung those had to undergo rin a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ang dami talagang gustong sumali, and the competition is very tight, but we really do encourage everyone to join this one.
So based on past experience, mga ilan ang sumasali sa competition?
Oh, the competition?
The competition
Thousands,
itself.
Yes, the competition
Thousands.
itself.
Yeah.
As in thousands? And how many adjudicators do you have? And
A lot. They
marami din.
Yes,
Okay,
because
so,
I think last year there was a tweak in the process. Kasi it's not just getting the perspectives of people who are part of the industry, meaning yung mga producers, the songwriters, and the composers, but rather they also wanted a more inclusive adjudication process, meaning kumukuha rin sila ng yung feedback from yung mga casual listeners lang rin, and then also yung from schools, ganun. And in fact, I remember nung 2018, nung PhilPop Music Festival, there was actually a contest, online contest, wherein parang people will listen or share yung mga Spotify tracks on Twitter and on Facebook. Tapos, that was PhilPop's way of getting the audience engaged in PhilPop. So as you can see po, inclusive na rin naman.
Actually, they came up with 3 groups. The not so musically inclined, but are consumers of music. The industry practitioners.
Okay.
And then there's the corporate group.
Yeah. Yes.
That's Venn diagram. So sino yung pinakamalakas and nakuha na chunk. So like Jek's song has been popular in all 3. In all
I
3.
see.
Paborito ng hindi musically inclined, paborito ng mga the likes of Mr. C, at
Okay.
paborito din ng nagpopondo. Importante bumibenta yung song. So after getting the average of all,
Okay.
then you know that the song's gonna work. That's why they couldn't come up with the top 10, 30 na lang. And then let the people decide who's gonna make it in the top 10. It was Mr. C's idea.
Yeah.
Unprecedented yun. The first
Okay.
time nagkaroon ng 30 finalists.
30
Semi-finalists.
Wow.
And then at saka chinap down to 10.
10.
And then the top 3.
The top 3.
And then
And then
long
from the
process.
3, meron bang grand prize
Yes.
winner?
Si
Okay.
Chud, who's from Davao, won the grand prize with the
Okay.
song Nanay Tatay. Dico Man, Ferdinand Aragon of Cebu. And then Manila, si Jek, Ako Ako. Title, you have to explain why Ako Ako.
Oo,
Para
bakit
alam
ako
mo nila.
Jek?
My song is actually a duet for 2 guys. It's sort of a humorous song kasi siya eh. It's a joke. Pinoy humor na on first listen sa mga bandang simula, you'd think the 2 guys are fighting for a girl.
Yeah, ganun lang.
Pero may twist kasi siya sa dulo na
This is the funny part.
it's revealed na they're fighting kung sino yung ama. Because pregnant pala yung girl. So yun pala siya.
Okay.
Yun, very Pinoy humor lang.
So that was actually the ingredient that made him win. Kasi if you listen to the song up until that point, okay, so it's a common conflict song.
Okay.
Pagdating sa bridge,
Yes.
pero sino yung ama?
Yes.
And then, boom, suddenly, ikaw, hindi na ako. Nagtuturuan na siya. Ang ganda.
Okay,
Beautiful.
nakakatuwa nga.
Yeah. Galing.
But you mentioned that was what made him win.
Yeah.
So what makes for a winning song?
Well, you know what? I have been to both sides of the competition. before that, I was entering my songs. And I had the idea, pero I didn't know exactly what happens behind the scenes. And then when I was actually adjudicating, I realized that you need to get them, and this is a very big tip that I could give to anyone who would like to join. You have to get them in the first 30 seconds, right away. Because we switch it off to the next one if it's not interesting enough. Now, if you survive the 30 seconds, katulad din kay Jek, nag-survive ng 30 seconds, pero what makes the song special? Sa final adjudication, aabot siya sa dulo ng song. Pag dumating sa dulo, wala na kaming nakuha, wala nang take away, baka bumagsak yung song. So, yung sa kanya, meron pang, on top of the maganda, meron pa. He's up
May
against...
punchline, kumbaga.
There were like 40 others na maganda kasing ganda nung kanya. Pero pagdating sa bridge, sobrang ganda nung concept niya. Taob lahat. Pasok siya. We were sure that it was gonna be in the top 30. So, yun yung mga sudden twists. Or may iba naman, like yung kay Chud, it was a take from, the song na, naita, tay, pati na. But ang shift and pinarallel niya dun sa human trafficking, sa drug smuggling. It's dark.
Social conflict.
So as it progresses, it becomes more interesting. So basta you keep the people latched onto the song. If I'm latched onto the song, I'll give a very, very high score. So that's
And
how
ang emphasis talaga is sa song mismo, not on the
interpretation.
the singer.
No. But it helps to get a very good singer. That's why it's good to not sing it yourself if you are not a good singer. Me, I do not sing my own songs. I hire professional
Kailangan
singers.
umamin kasi, no?
Umamin, magpakatotoo sa sarili.
Magpakatotoo
Tanggapin
yung
mo na songwriter ka lang. Hindi, pero you know what? And not just any singer. Kasi ang common mistake is, ang magaling na singer siya, pakantahin ko. Pero, ang style niya, kundi man, R&B yung song mo. So, it has to, di ba, parang, hindi bagay. Kailangan bagay. Like Chud Festejo, who won grand prize, he sang it himself because his voice fits the common tao, tao na who will, so storyteller yung boses niya. But Jek's needed a more stylized singing because his voice should be far different from the other guy's voice. Kasi pinakinggan mo, magkakapareho. So they got Hans Di Mayuga has a very thick voice. His R&B voice is on the regular human timbre. But Hans Di Mayuga's voice is the very thick voice. So you come up with a really good R&B singer like Jek, and then Hans comes in, comes in, ang dami kong S, comes in, and then he sings a totally different timbre type texture. Rinig na rinig mo yung nag-aaway. So intelligent yung choice, and you were the one who chose the singer, di ba? Magaling talaga. Marunong sumali.
Marunong sumali.
He learned well from that.
Okay. So after learning well, Jek, ano naman ang maipapayo mo sa mga up-and-coming songwriters na nakikinig sa atin ngayon? Kung, if they want to also...
Tip talaga is the same tip that I've been receiving from the experts din is first keep on writing songs and finish them. Kasi,
importante.
kasi maraming pending na songs actually. For songwriters, common yan na magsa-start tapos hindi matatapos. Pero actually, the best lessons are learned when you finish each song. So when you keep finishing songs, eventually you will get to a point na when you look back, ang dami mo na palang mistakes na na-avoid, mga bagong tips and tricks na nasubukan na. Then the next step is to join things like this, yung workshops, contests, and meet other people who are going through the same stages as you and who have gone beyond yung mga masters na. Learn from them. Just keep on absorbing and honing your craft. Yun lang talaga.
Okay. And the competition is 7 years old, correct? Seven years. And you've had how many competitions? Kasi nga, di ba, so 3?
So five PhilPop songwriting contests, and then 2017 boot camp, and then 2018 another songwriting
Okay.
contest. So I think six yung 6 out of 7
And 2
yung-
books.
Okay, so can you take us historically down the lane? Ano yung 5 grand prize winner songs?
I think I remember.
Yeah, you remember?
I'll try to remember,
Jungee,
okay?
sige.
Because I remember the first year, I joined and didn't make it. Yeah, but it was Carl Villuga who won the song. He's from Acafelas, the group Acafelas. He won that song. Tyro Alfaro was part of that competition. And Tyro actually mentioned, now I know how to join. The following year, with the vengeance, he won grand
He
prize.
won grand prize, okay.
I was part of that competition. He beat me. I was third place, and he placed first. And then the following that year, I said, okay, I'm going to join again. I'm going to try because Tyro cannot join. He just won.
Okay.
And I won that year. So
okay.
2014. But then Tyro
Joined again.
and
Joined
Yumi,
again the next year, okay.
he won again.
Oh,
So he's the
wow.
only one in the history of songwriting competitions that won for the same category twice grand prize. So he won
Okay.
again. So I guess it's safe to say to ban him na talaga. Totally. We were both banned.
Oh, okay.
Then after that, another one.
Di na muli.
And now Jazz Nicolas and Wally Acolola of Itchy Worms, the band Itchy Worms,
Itchy Worms,
won the
okay.
grand prize and is now one of the most popular songs in the OPM top 10 list. It turned into a movie theme song, a lot of versions done already. But let me just backtrack a bit. One of our winners is now one of the top bands in the Philippines, Ben and Ben. So,
wow.
and we are proud to say it all happened when they had just
Yes.
short hair.
Oh, okay.
But right now, they have hair up to this length. But we are so proud to see them blossom from okay songwriters. They
Yeah.
were really good songwriters to brilliant superstar. You know what? One good part of the camp is we actually imbibe, because Mr. C is such a humble idol artist. He imbibes that attitude and that countenance to everyone. So if you talk to any of our campers or our alumni, you see a humble spirit. They're proud of their achievements, but never proud.
Okay.
But that is one thing that we are really proud, ironically proud of.
Yes.
Proud of is to see our kids and blossom, but have the right attitude in the music. The easiest people to deal with, and it's you would know that, when you mentor kids who blossom and eventually still have the good heart.
Yes,
And,
yes, of course.
So we're so proud.
Importante talaga yun.
And even Gab, who's also a wonderful songwriter, singer, he also has a band of his own, trying to veer away from his dad's superstar status, Noel Cabangon's son.
Yes,
But he tries to do his best to come up with this very own. And I love the humility of Gab because he is taking the hard position, the very difficult position of managing PhilPop.
Yes.
But I think you're doing a good job, son.
Well, bravo.
I think
Bravo.
naman, I've always believed na if you could participate in supporting the music industry in your own way, you should take it. I mean, hindi naman pwede yung nagre-reklamo ka lang on the side. Dapat if you have an opportunity to help make things better, sasali ka. So that's my motivation for helping PhilPop.
Okay, let's talk about the music industry in general dito sa Pilipinas. What are there any new innovations, developments, something that is worth mentioning that is different now in the music industry?
To be honest, because of Spotify and other digital streaming sites, it's hard to catch up with all the new stuff that's happening right now, even in the Philippines. Because
May music overload ba?
ang
Or
daming
information overload?
there's so many
no?
good
So,
artists.
But you really have to be very honest about your musicality. Like you just focus on one because there's an audience for your music. But trying to hit everybody, you might miss everything. So if like Ben and Ben just focused on there, they were asked by numerous recording companies to sign up.
Yeah.
But they knew that it's not gonna work unless they just go underground and just go online. And now they're the biggest, you
Yeah.
know, acts. And I remember Lisa Dino, one of your past guests, mentioned that 10 of their songs are being featured in one of the PPP
Yes.
films. So, I mean, who does that? I mean,
Yeah.
brand new, fledgling, well, not fledgling anymore, but, you know, very young musicians. And I think only because the platform now is much more open. Back in the day, you have to be a
Yes.
signed artist
Yes.
of a label.
But what about copyright?
that's
The
a
rights
tough-
of musicians, of songwriters for copyright. Is that being addressed?
It is being addressed in a way.
Yeah, because for example, in the boot camp, part of the curriculum would be discussing the business aspect of music. So that includes learning your rights as a songwriter. So and while it is important naman first and foremost na it's your passion that's driving you to be a music artist or a songwriter rather. It's also important na you are also aware of yung mga karapatan mo in terms of yung sa business side and if your objective is really to make like an income through your music full time, yung knowing yung how could you maximize yung I guess yung profit. It all depends. Yeah. It really
Okay.
it depends talaga sa yung I guess yung objective mo
Yes.
as a musician. So if part of you wants to get into the music industry and also you want to think about the business aspect of it. Yung bootcamp also addresses that by having I think one day that focuses
Like
on
the
that
third
one.
day.
Third or fourth day. Yeah.
Kailangan may lawyer na kasama, di ba?
Meron
Yeah.
Okay,
We have
good.
Attorney June.
Okay. So to wrap up, how
Yeah.
can the public support the work that you do at the PhilPop Music Festival
Salita ka naman.
Foundation? How can...
Mahirap ang tanong. Can I call a friend?
Paano kami pwedeng sumuporta sa PhilPop
ayan.
Music
Ayan,
Fest
tinatanong.
Foundation?
Actually, anyone can help naman just by sharing the page, the posts of the PhilPop Facebook group. You're already helping a lot. Kasi personally, kaya ako lang nalaman because I saw
Social media.
social media. Yeah, and also for songwriters, participate. Even if you don't make it now, baka next year you make it, and it's still an experience.
So for all of these details, can they visit a certain website
Yes.
or okay?
You can actually check out the details on our Facebook, so PhilPop Music, and we also post our details on Instagram and on Twitter. So we are very heavy on disseminating our information via social media as of the moment, and we also use the the mini bootcamp sessions in Metro Manila as a way to advertise to students in around the area to join the PhilPop bootcamp. And yung gusto ko rin sabihin na if you want to support the artists who have participated in the PhilPop Music Fest, the music is available po sa Spotify. Nandun po lahat since 2012 naka-upload
Stream
na.
po, please.
It's under PhilPop Music
PhilPop,
Fest,
Yeah,
yes?
and
All
it's
the
easy to
winners.
search naman just write PhilPop,
PhilPop.
and you'll get a lot of
PhilPop,
songs.
PHIL.
Yeah.
POP.
POP,
Of course, we
yes.
want to also make a big shout out to the people who believed in of course, Ryan Cabiab, MVP, who really came up with the idea to fund it, Sir Pato, and everybody in the community. We have Dina Remolaso, who came up with the idea to organize something to make this work. Nini Santos and everybody who, I mean, we wouldn't be here if not for those people, the back burner,
Yes.
trying to cook up something.
Yeah.
So we really want to thank them.
Yeah.
If you really want OPM to survive and
Yeah.
to really flourish, then supporting
Yes.
PhilPop would be a good start.
That is.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
maraming salamat sa pagbisita niyo dito
Yeah.
sa amin, Jek, Jungee, and
Yes,
Gab.
thank you.
And of course, we wish, more power to the PhilPop Music Festival and competition. And please do keep us posted for
Thank you.
all your
Thank you.
activities
Of
in the
course.
years to come.
Yes po.
Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan niyo kami ulit dito sa Art to Art, kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipino.